Hey guys, this is Derek at Guy Meets World One. I'm coming to you from Yukon, Oklahoma, in my backyard. Finally, not traveling. I am on to my next adventure, which is doing some gardening for the first time. And I'll show you what I'm talking about. So this is my backyard, work in progress. um, I, for those of you who don't know, I've moved back from Florida. I'm back in Oklahoma now, and I bought a house. And what I'm working on now is I'm going to start my first very own garden. It's going to be just to the right of that storage shed out there. But what I did was I started with um, planting some, germinating some seeds, and it's still in the germination process. Some of them are. Um, so you got some thyme, some chives, cilantro, onions. Just took out the squash and cucumbers because they outgrew the little um, germination station, if you will, that they were in, and I'll show you all that in a minute. I got some peppers that we're still working on. The cabbage came up. Can't really read what that is yet. Watermelon, green beans, and tomatoes. So what I did is I got this thing from Walmart, and I had the box, but I already tore it up and did some repurposing with that. But what I did was I planted the seeds. Got this little dome, and this is usually, right before last frost. So you want to get these in there. It works like a little greenhouse, and I just had it sitting outside, well, out here in my sunroom, and I let it get as much sunlight as possible. When the weather starts getting a little better, even after this video, I'm going to take it outside there on the deck. At the end of the deck, that's where I get the most sunlight for the day. So I'll let it sit out there for the day. There is some strong wind still coming through here in Oklahoma. So what I did, because this thing, it allowed, it's really flimsy. Again, because it's Walmart, but hey, we all love Walmart. But I taped the sides so that the top can stay on, and to allow that moisture to set in, that heat draw in, and for these seeds to germinate. The reason I took the cucumber and the squash out is that they had reached the top, and they had just outgrown it basically. So what I did was I went to a local home improvement store, got some pots for $2, and these are the squash. I want to say I started this about 2 weeks ago. So 2 weeks ago, these guys are just seeds, and they're ready to grow now. Here are my cucumbers, and I used some. It's the first time. Don't know what I'm doing. I'm experimenting, and we'll see how it goes. But I got this potting soil right here from $1.25 Tree. It was only $1.25 a bag. But I got some of that and some water. Put it in these tins. By the way, all of my buckets, all of my, I'll be storage gardening, meaning I won't plant exactly in the ground. It's almost like what do they call it? Raised bed gardening, but it's containerized garden. So all these are basically going to be in storage bins. This one I'm just using as my my workstation, but the tall 1.5, 2 foot containers that people use to store decorations and stuff in. That's what I'm actually going to use. And there's some videos out there that can show you how to use those containers. Some people use 5-gallon buckets. And there's a lot of videos out there that show you different ways to do it. So mainly, and the reason I'm doing this to start out is for a lot of my friends are still in urban areas, still in apartment complexes. If you got a little small space on your patio, um, you can have you can grow your own stuff. You can, you know, squash. You can grow your own cucumbers, and that's one of the reasons I'm using the containers. That, and also I don't want to permanently give up real estate, if you will, in my yard. Maybe I want to move it to a different place. I'm still trying to find the camera locations. Excuse me, but yeah. So after the back here, but after the squash outgrew the little greenhouse dome, I put them in these pots, these $2 pots from Jameson's, where the blue dinosaur is in Yukon, Oklahoma, if anybody's looking for some. But I put them in here so they can continue to grow some. And what I did not do, and from what I learned from the container gardening page that I follow, was this looks like it's always filled up with soil, but it's not. Uh, because they're still growing, roots only grow 1 to 2 feet in the ground, and these are going to move again. I just put them in here because they outgrew this, and once I put them in their permanent home, then they'll have much more space to grow down as they need to. But right down here, if this was transparent or clear, you could see through. It's actually just cardboard in there, and it's a filler space, because I'm not just going to sit there and waste soil that I don't know if I need to buy right now. I want to buy a bunch of soil, and nothing germinates, nothing grows, and I got a bunch of soil that I don't use. So once these outgrow this, then I'll put them into their permanent home for the growing season, and I'll fill that with the rest of the potting soil and fertilizer and all that stuff that it needs. So that's where I'm at right now. These are only two I'm gonna do. Oh, I found this trick yesterday, like cruising the YouTubes. Epsom salt. I put a little bit of Epsom salt in the potting soil mix. Epsom salt is a good source of magnesium, and vegetables need magnesium. So I'll put a little bit of that in there when I mixed it and put them here in the pots. So, so if this is my new adventure right now. I'm still going to school, still working, so not able to get out and travel the world as much. So I'm going to stay home, stay domesticated, and see how this thing does. I hope you guys continue to follow. Tell your friends about me, and leave some comments in the comment section. Give me some tips on how I can help grow my garden. Hope you guys have a great day, and remember to check out me on Facebook, YouTube, and Instagram at Guy Meets World 1. Talk to you guys later. Have a good day. Bye.